you and I encountered a moose in Denali. What happened?
Well, we heard from some other hikers that there was a moose, so we had to go investigate. And we got a little closer than we probably should have, which was, exciting to hear it kind of grunt and move toward us. And then after we kind of moved out of its way, it went over and slammed into some trees a little bit and grunted a little bit more at us.
Let out a little aggression on the trees.
Yeah.
Why did you want to go up to Alaska in the first place? What was your ambition?
The ambition? Oh, it was the adventure. It was all based on that Into the Wild book, basically. I wanted to go and see the magic bus, and I had been to most of the other places he had been to, and that was the last adventure. It was the one farthest away. you remember being on a glacier where you took a swim?
Oh, jeez.
To swim in a glacial lake.
Oh, man. It was so cold. First off, I gotta explain. I took 2 showers in 2 weeks, and I was dying to clean up. So I seen this little bit of water, and I just had to dive in. Probably not the best idea. I scared our helicopter pilot, pretty good. I think he actually rushed to the helicopter to bring a first aid kit just in case. But yeah, no, the water was cold, numbing cold.
All right, we left Denali this morning, and we're here in Fairbanks bright and early in the morning. I think it's 7 o'clock. Seeing a fox on the way, so that's cool. We get some shopping, and we're ready to head up on north. We're gonna be heading up to Dalton here soon. We're at the rental place, and just kind of checking out the map here. So we flew into Anchorage right here a few days ago and drove up to Wasilla and then up north. Here's Mount McKinley and the Denali National Park. There's the Alaska Range, and then we headed up the 3 highway here to Fairbanks, and then we're going up, all the way to Prudhoe Bay, Dead Horse, and then probably back down, maybe camping here in the Brooks Range, and then we gotta return our car, and then we'll probably head down to the Kenai Peninsula here to see Homer, maybe Seaward, meet up with Justine. So yeah, it's a big state, a lot to drive in. Here's the Arctic Circle right here. Right on.
We had some extra time after we seen the magic, the school bus for Chris McCandless. So what did we go after?
Well, the second destination was the Arctic Ocean. Last time I had been up there, I tried to make it as far as possible. I got up to the Arctic Circle, and the road was just not suitable for my rental vehicle, and I was worried something was going to happen. But I knew if I came back under the right circumstances, getting a better vehicle, I would be able to pull it off and make it all the way to the Arctic Ocean.
Good job, man.
Yeah, so it really was your constant submission the first time, because the second time you came in and just knew exactly what to do, knew the right people, and just went for it.
Exactly.
That's how you do it.
I like to do dreaming. Yes, yes. inside, girl. Let the sound take you away. Last night I only let him slip, and so wish that I could stay. Before the thing could answer me, well, someone came and took the lamp away. I looked around, allowed the candles all out. Found, well, you don't know what we can find. Why don't you come with me, little girl, on a magic carpet ride? Well, you don't know what we can see. Why don't you tell your dreams to me? Fantasy will set you free. Close your eyes, girl. Look inside, girl. Let the sound take you away.
So we spent 3 days in Denali, and we had a list going on. What can you tell me about the list?
The list was of all the animals we saw and how many animals each person saw and what they saw. And I think by then we had seen moose and porcupine, and maybe an eagle by then. Yeah. Okay.
We've seen lots of things.
I think I won the list with the moose.
I think you did.
Yeah.
So what was your favorite part about Alaska?
Oh man, Alaska was great. I've been to Alaska previously, but never really the mainland. So I was super excited when Sean invited me on this adventure. I didn't know how many people were gonna go, and we had a great crew. My favorite part about Alaska is witnessing all the different environments. Finally made it to Denali, which is great. There are so many cool things about that state. We went to the gates of the Arctic. We were able to see the Kenai Peninsula. So many animals and moose out there. It was beautiful.
About the Dalton Drive.
Pretty good.
You feel pretty comfortable?
Yeah, I do actually.
Awesome.
Now someone knock on wood.
Are you afraid of hitting the moose?
No. No, I'm more afraid of what?
Are you afraid of hitting bunnies?
No.
Are you afraid of hitting holes?
Yes.
a sign for a certain type of food that you were on a hunt for. What seemed like the whole trip.
The quest for muktuk. Yes.
Quest for muktuk. How many people do you think you asked?
Including groups of people, we probably asked at least a half a dozen. But individual people altogether would probably be somewhere around 10, 11 people that we asked. Common response to that was like, why would we want to eat that? I guess it's basically just fermented fat from a whale or seal.
Were you ever able to find any?
No. We did speak with a native up in Prudhoe Bay, and he said that he could get it when he went to visit his family, but it's not really the season.
They lay the derrick down and travel about 2 miles an hour. Yeah. And you can see those little stacks there. Those are the caterpillar engines over there.
That's amazing. How far do they normally have to drill down before they decide not to?
Prudhoe Bay is pretty much about 9,000 feet wherever they drill inside 365 square miles. It's about 9,000 feet down where they get oil.
Wow, that looks mucky as heck.
Marcella, look at you! I'm so excited.
You were one of the 4 people that actually camped out at the Arctic Ocean. How was that?
It was fun. The wind was a little rough, but all in all, it wasn't bad.
What was your favorite part about the trip?
The favorite part, well, the 2 favorite parts I had were meeting my goals, getting to the bus and getting to the Arctic Ocean. After that, it was all about whatever you guys wanted to do.
We drove a lot. And we covered the entire expanse of Alaska. We transected it from south to north and back down again to the south. I wouldn't mind stopping a few more times and getting off the road.
To put it blunt, to put it mildly.
Yeah.
Nick got cabin fever.
I got cabin fever.
The highway, and we had stopped, and then Dannon like wandered off while we were making food, and then Sean said that, and then Dannon came back and he had a caribou leg.
Oh yeah, yeah, the caribou leg. Oh my god.
And he wanted to bring it with us.
All right, Dan, show off your find. Yeah.
What it is.
And what's in there? Some sinew.
Oh, the sinew would be along the back here. That's what makes the hoof do this.
Yeah.
So you feel there's like a rope. See that part right there? That's sinew. So it runs from here all the way to here. Roughly that big around. Smash it down, fray it out.
What would you use it for?
Either to make there's not enough to make a bowstring, but it's definitely enough to sew something.
Right on.
Be a badass peace pipe.
We were looking for bear, but we didn't really find any bear. Like, not even Denali had bear. We traveled throughout the entire state and spent several days in the Kenai Peninsula, and we never saw a bear.
True. We did not see any bears, but we found plenty of bear sign. We found plenty of bear scat. We found plenty of bear fur. We found evidence that they're all over the place, but we did not actually see one. And the first time I was up there, I did not see one either. Yet I met other people who said, yeah, I saw tons of bears. They're all over the place. I don't know where they at. But they're there. Well, obviously, we know they're there. The grizzlies, especially the grizzly bears, is the fur we found, but we just didn't see any.
Kind of bummed out.
No, I'm not bummed out.
And in the caribou tundra, in the wild barren land, on the fierce Arctic ice where the polar bears stand, where the trail of the Eskimo hunter is worn, this is the country where legends are born, where the northern lights blaze above a cold Arctic haze, and caribou come to an old shaman's drum. In saloons and in dance halls they talked of the gold. There were stories of fortune, stories of cold. The trail of the weary gold miner is worn. This is the country where legends are born, where they measured a man by the gold in his hand, the speed of his gun, or the dogs he would run. They came here to settle, to build a new land. In her mountains and valleys, in their cabins they stand. The trail of the hardy homesteader is worn. This is the country where legends are born. These fields you see now were broke by their plow, and their children have grown to build homes of their own. And in the caribou tundra, in the wild...
So we're on a little adventure to find a fin whale that was washed up the other day. And the locals have told us to come this way down this dry creek. And while we were walking down, we seen a lot of bear scat and footprints and lay down spots. So we're thinking that the bear's probably been attracted to the whale. we found what was left of the whale. Supposedly this morning, the biologists and the locals came by and pulled it ashore and hacked it to pieces and then hauled it out to sea. But there's pieces lying all over. We found a flipper, some leg bones, stuff like that. And there's little pieces of flesh everywhere that the seagulls are starting to we don't see any bears. I'm sure they've already had their fill and then gone back into the forest. And so you can see some pieces of the meat here. Some of the whale blubber. Anyway, it's part of the ecosystem now. So, back to the car. I hear some people.
We heard of evidence of a washed up fin whale. Did you think we were going to find bear?
Oh yes, I was expecting that the bears would be eating a whale if they were cutting it up out there.
Describe to me the scene that you wanted to see.
I wanted to see bears like you see in a nature film, eating dead salmon or live salmon off the river banks and with seagulls all over the place and bears and seagulls and just the wilds of Alaska. But that wasn't what we found. No. We found smelly dead fin whale parts. We found a carcass buried that we were standing on thinking it was like an oil pipeline or something until it started oozing up pink smelly stuff. It was absolutely disgusting. But I knew we would find the whale. I knew once we heard the rumors start that we would eventually go find it, and we did. We nailed it. We found that whale. We know more than we discovered more than the residents of Seward themselves knew.
Well, they measured a man by the gold in his hand, the speed of his gun, or the dogs he would run. He came here to settle, to build a new land. In her mountains and valleys, in the cabins they stand. The trail of the hardy homesteader is worn. This is the country where legends are born. These fields you see now were broke by their plow, and their children have grown to build homes of their own. And in the caribou tundra, in the wild barren land, on the fierce Arctic ice where the polar bear stands, where the trail of the Eskimo hunter is worn. Ah, this is the country where legends are born.